Hey YouTube, what's up? This is the Skipper, aka Skip, coming at you from Sydney, Australia. Well, g'day mate, we've got the Vortex, a979b. Recommend getting you this one, guys. Don't get any other one but this B version because they go 70Ks. Grab the B's only. I got this one here personally. 959. This is the challenge, the 94567. Call it 9x9. Wltoys speed challenge to do over 66 kilometers, set by, seems like a guy in America called Zookeeper. Hey, much respect, brother. I love your stuff, man. I love the way your cars are looking. I love the big fan on top of the heatsink you've got there. I just want to show you my twin thermo fans mounted on an anodized heatsink I purchased from eBay for like under $8 delivered. We also have, this is my first car, 979 50k version. The B's are the 70k version. You'd want to get this one, guys, because it's got bigger tyres, it handles better. You can fit more components in it when you upgrade it. You can actually lift the body shell up to make it a monster truck. This is my little monster truck. This is my version of it. Guys, I've seen all yours. This is courtesy of RC all-wheel drive. When I purchased the wheel extender modifications, it gave me some stickers there as well. We've got number ones running on both of the I'll show you my little red shell in a sec. That's got a number one on there as well. I've never used the green shell. This was just off some Lego pieces, nice red, that just matched the little triangle kind of reflective cutouts that I've got here on the back too. There's a little bumper protector there. That one there just mounts like little lights and so on, so that you can see the super glue's eaten into it just to protect the body. It's kind of a little triangle thing there. A few little bits of Lego on the front. Okay, this one's like totally stock standard. I've had this for 3 years, guys. This thing's rocking. This thing smokes. The gravel really just it'll do great burnouts. She's in pieces now. We experimented putting the bigger motor in there from the upgraded version. Yeah, it sure fits. Just take out a bit of the chassis, make a bit of, just get a bit of long nose pliers and manipulate them out. First thing you want to do with this car is take the 4 bolts out, run the motor in water. That's right, guys. Put it in water. Put a bit of, start it up. I like to start it, just make sure it starts out of the box first before playing with anything. Just give it a really light RPM run. Don't run it in at all. Just basically make sure it starts. Minimum acceleration. Because once those wheels work, bit of squirt of WD-40. Take the motor out. WD-40 on the screws before taking them out. Impact driver them, because there's a lot of tight screw on them. You'll have no dramas putting them out. If you use an impact driver, smash that with a hammer. The impact then turns the number 2 Phillips head screw out. I've had no trouble removing any screws from this or either from motors. You can use a impact driver to use hex heads as well on. Little hex screws holding the motor in. I've got a hell of a lot of Loctite on them. A lot of people have stripped them out, taking them out. I've had no dramas because I hit the screw with a hammer first as well to break the Loctite internally. Here comes the speed challenge. This is my original one, which is 3 years old, right? We've got a 5,200 kilovolt motor paired with a 80 amp electronic speed controller coming from eBay. $25 on special now. I've seen these do up to 99 kilometers per hour. because I'm going to keep mine to stock standard. It was nice painting it up. This has only been painted up, but in doing so I've worked out what colour scheme I like. I like blue anyway. I'm running a Samsung Note 9 in blue as well, so it kind of matches that aluminum blue. So I've kept that, but I like the contrast of the purple, and that way I've worked out what, if I'm going to go coloured aluminum parts, what colours I really like without having to chop and change them. You can actually paint the colours on there like a bit of a virtual colour scheme. Don't put any paint in these shock excuse me, clips here if you're painting them. That's just been painted all by hand. Just be careful not to put any paint in there. All the top bit, that's a movable part. Same down the bottom and the bottom eyes. Guys, I've painted the wheels up by hand. Aluminum, kind of purple as well. I've got aluminum wheel nuts on there. These are great. They've got a lot of Teflon in there, and they seem to not come loose. You put them on once, give them a nip up with a bit of a nice socket on there. Forget those plastic sockets you get from standard. You won't last much long or getting a proper tension on those things. Get yourself a proper socket and you're laughing. That's one idea. The second idea is on this 959, the car version. Basically the difference is the 5 has got the rear wing on it, no front bumper, where the truck version has got no rear wing on it, but does have the front bumper. Very handy. This thing flips so much you need a heavy bumper to keep it down sometimes. With extra components on here, hopefully I'll be able to remove that and I'll stop doing backflips as much without that on there. It's these fans. This is what I want to show you, Zookeeper. I love your little, or your big fan in your motor. This is only my 540 motor. It's just got that upgrade for like under $8 from eBay. These things spin on their own accord, just with wind, G-forces. This thing used to get very hot, almost untouchable. I got very used to handling heat, but this with these on here, I was touching it thinking, is it actually warm at all? They're actually spinning on their own accord. I don't even know if I'm going to wire them up, because they're just blowing by themselves in the wind and cooling that baby right down. She seemed to scream with those on there. I would preferably like to do the speed challenge in the car, because I just think the car looks a lot better. I made this mod here. I've been running in the dirt. I've been an idiot, because all the dirt's been going all the way through here. It's as cruddy as. Look at all the cheese in there, mate. Look at that fan wasn't spinning so well, and I put a bit of oil on there and it spun out, but these things blow when you just blow on them. I'm a bit pasty now, so I won't be doing that. This is my Stormtrooper modification. Just lets it further air in there. Some people drill the front covers to let things in. Look, I've just cut that open to let more air around the motor. This is basically, the shell is just for drifting and speed runs in clean areas, or just like minimal speed runs. Other than that, it's the standard shell in the, I don't like frog green. Didn't really like the green, but I just wanted to get the car for the smaller tyres on it, as I had the truck, but I should have got another truck so I had interchangeable parts for both of them. Guys, get yourself 2 of these. Don't just get one. Get yourself 2. It's cheaper to get basically 2 trucks, and you'll never break them. You'll always have spare parts for them. For under $200, you've got unlimited play. Then you've got an extra battery as well. You can put 2 batteries together, put a connector to mitre them together, and also get twice as long run time out of them. I don't know about performance. I think that would add to the burst current of the speed controller, and give you but we get to see that. We're back to one take, 3S battery. Any motor and ECU setup, we're coming at you. We're going to smash this speed record of 66 miles per hour, equating to around 110 or so kilometers per hour. I have seen these get up to 201 k's per hour. Basically, I'm going to have to smash the 200k record to feel like I've done something. Otherwise, it's just not happening. It's a failure. I've had no failures on this really, except the wheel extender modifications. The washers, as told in a predicted YouTube video, were too fat. You need to get thinner ones. Even with thinner ones, I had drums putting the original pins in there. Doesn't seem to be machined very well. I'm considering taking them back, guys. If you've got any prototypes or wheel extenders that you'd like me to try or get me to fit that you think might work well, because they're only held in by like a little split pin, send them to me. This is the Skipper, aka Skip, accepting your challenge set by the Zookeeper to get any Wltoys 9x9 series to hook up to around the 80 miles per hour. Well, we've got a 90k sticker on the front of ours. It doesn't actually do 90k's at the moment, but we're getting there. And if we can put the mod in this one with our Moto ESC combo unit, we'll keep it in the car. But look, with a bigger battery and so on, it's just not going to fit. I can see it now. It's just limited space. We're going to have to put a bigger battery in there. So we might have to do more cutouts of this body, guys. At least hopefully it'll hold the components in slightly if we have a big stack. But preferably I'd like the big car body to protect everything for it. But this is going to let more air in. So we might just convert this to a monster truck. We're going to order the biggest 3S battery that we can find and take out the combined receiver, speed control underneath there. Don't rip that out too much, you'll rip out the wire from the aerial, which you already have. A little bit on the end has come out. Actually, it wore out when I had a stack, I think. But anyway, this was a little bit loose today, guys. It wasn't working at all. It's on its last legs. I removed the sticky shit from underneath, the like 3M type insulation double tape, and I just sat there and I got it going again. And like, you can see this one's actually burnt here. There's fatigues in the side there. 1, 2, 1. Couple there as well. Just the oh look, there's some more there on the back which I didn't notice before. So I think this thing's really on its last legs. Like a glove, eh? Well, these things get a little bit sticky too, these switches, especially when you get a lot of dirt in them. I'm going to take it apart, clean it, see if we can get anywhere with that. Put some new insulation tape, adhesive tape in there, and we'll just go with one take on a 3S and see if we can just break this thing or make it. Fake it till you make it. We're talking it up. We've accepted the speech. Zookeeper, we're coming at you, matey, from Sydney, Australia. Skippy Styles,